So you've done the white bubble of light. You've worked on that, been imagining that. If you're just watching these videos in order, maybe you were just doing it during the video, and that's okay, because you can stack all of these, and a lot of them are pretty simple in nature. So after you do the white bubble of light, the next step is to color shield. Color shielding is where you imagine colors layered around that bubble. So you typically imagine rainbow colors. You can also do it intuitively. There are times where when you talk to your guides, if something's happening, you might intuitively feel building a stronger layer of green energy or a stronger layer of blue energy for one reason or another. So you can intuitively do that as you're guided. But the way you do this is you imagine a white bubble of light, and then you imagine yourself shielded not just in that white layer, but in the other layers of color, typically the colors of the rainbow. So like for me, it would be imagining a white bubble of light, a gold bubble of source light. I do both white and gold. Some people, when they teach and talk about it, they just talk about the white or the gold. It depends on who you hear it from. I prefer to do both. Then on top of it, you add rainbow color. So you might add them from, let me make sure I get the order right. You'd be like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. And you could add them in that order, kind of like the rainbow, and have those extra layers of color and that sort of thing. And that's all you do. You just add those layers of color to the bubble and focus on them and imagine them. So you imagine, like, as you close your eyes and you're doing that throughout the day, you might imagine that white bubble or gold or both. And then on top of it, you imagine a layer of red, and you can just imagine it the same thickness going across your bubble, creating an extra layer of added defense. Then a layer of orange, then a layer of yellow, then a layer of green, then a layer of blue, then a layer of violet. Every one of those layers builds your fortress. It's another layer of energetic protection. And the more you do that, the more you create that, the more you focus energy on it, the more it creates in your energetic field. So this idea is you don't just have one layer of protection. You have all kinds of protection. You just have all kinds of energetic protection. So you have layers. And for a lot of people, those layers bring extra comfort because you're doing more to protect yourself. There are ways to do this work where you don't need the layers. You don't need to do different sorts of things. But the more you do, the more you believe and know you are protected, and the more energy you have around you to protect you, then the more you are protected. So doing layers is something I always talk about, where it's like, don't just do one, do layers. Add energy in different ways. Add energy, create those layers, create a fortress. A fortress isn't created out of one row of bricks in a simple 4-foot wall. It's created out of bricks laid several feet deep, if not deeper. 20, 30 feet high walls, if not higher. Turrets, drawbridges, other buildings, moats. You create it with all kinds of things, and you even have stuff hidden in the fortress that people can't see that we'll talk about later. But the idea is you're creating the walls of your fortress. These layers of the bubble, these layers of color, they are the walls of your fortress. They are the walls keeping things out of your space. So again, remember, go throughout your day, check in with that white gold bubble of light. Know and believe and know. And remember, there's a difference between belief and knowing. Believe that that is there and know it is there. Put all of your energy into it. Imagine it. Feel like it's out there. Put your arms to the side. If you need a physical representation, put your arms to the side. Imagine it a couple feet larger than that. Put them in front of you, raise them high, and just feel like you're inside this bubble of white gold rainbow light that has layers of color on it. That's it. That's your second protection. Keep doing that, keep imagining that, keep reaffirming it. The more you do this, the more you create it, because energy creates, focus and intention create things. And that's how we shield ourselves and create things with our energetic body. Thank you for watching. I'm grateful for all of you, and I love you all.